Good morning, everyone. My name is Solla Pizzuto, for those of you who don't know me and you're joining for the first time. And and for those of you who have been following me through the year, many blessings. Good to see your faces again. We are going to be embarking on self-care lymphatic drainage. So you have the skills on your own healing hands to work on yourself. And hopefully you'll be inspired and motivated to work on yourself every day. It is quite a very gentle modality that can be easily learned. And we are going to be working on all your body parts, bit by bit, class by class. Now, today, I want to get a consensus. It's indicated on your email that we're going to be working on the lower limbs, on the legs, but let me have a show of hands who really want to go back to the neck and upper chest and breast area. If that's important to you, so let's like 3. Hey, Brian, can you get on? For those of you who are not have your videos on, it's good to have your videos on if you can, so I can help you and I can support you through this class time. Okay. So it looks like half of you so far. Hello. Yeah, half of you so far want to do the chest and neck.
Good.
Okay, good. And if you're not on the if you're not asking questions, it's good to have your audio off until you're, want to raise your hand. Otherwise, we can hear the background noise. So make sure that you are muted unless you are asking questions, okay? Okay, good. All right, everyone. So nice to see you all. My background, for those of you who don't know me, I'm a holistic practitioner of many kinds of healing arts. And one of them is this joy of lymphatic therapy, which I learned from Dr. Botter and all his people. Hildegard Whitlinger was his right-hand lady person, and she taught, I learned from her back in 1992. And since then, I've been doing this modality on myself and for the people that I treat as well as a holistic practitioner. And it has, I really love it. It's such a gentle and kind therapy that, again, your healing hands are here and you can easily learn. Okay. I want to start by don't worry about doing things right. And don't worry about, oh, if I got this thing. Okay. This class is being recorded so you can always backtrack and you can look at it over and over and over again. And the fact that you're touching your skin is going to be very beneficial. This technique is from the Dr. Vatter's Institute. There is an intro reel that talks about my background and what this modality is all about. And it's on the chat. So everybody go to the chat box and you're going to see a PDF. If you didn't get it already via your email from the cancer support community, they are very good at sending out emails. And for those of you who missed it, here is the PDF on the chat box and also the video link to see my background and information about this modality. Okay. So we're not going to spend much time on that because I want to get you right to the practice. So that's in the chat box, everyone. All right. And if you missed that, you can always contact Maddie at Cancer Support Community and request to get those things emailed out to you. Okay, let's see. I'm having trouble with my camera. Okay, that's okay, Brian. If you're having trouble with your camera, don't worry about logging in. Okay, I mean, being seen. Just listen to my instructions. I hope that you guys can see really well from where you're at. And then if you have any questions, just raise your hand and then I'll pause for a second to answer your questions, okay? All right, the best that I can. Is everybody ready? Okay, so today looks like we're going to do a review of the neck and the upper chest. We are always going to begin this modality with the neck because anywhere you drain in the body will eventually have to drain from here. And then it gets recirculated in a cardiovascular system. and then down into the urinary system, and then you release all the excess fluid. What we're doing is we are gently stimulating the lymphatic vessels to move more efficiently, to help to drain more efficiently, to help to detox and support any health that you're in, any health condition. Okay, you could be recovering from surgery, you could be preparing for surgery, you could have some edema that you want to drain out of a limb or out of an area of your body that's not moving, is a little sluggish. This is going to help promote the drainage. Okay, and if you're a healthy individual, nothing's going on, it's also wonderful because then you're just supporting your health. So in every spectrum of your health condition, this modality is very beneficial. All right, so let's start with the neck. And then we're going to go into upper chest, the middle chest, the lower chest. Working on the chest is not just about draining the breast. It's about opening the lymphatic fluid in your upper chest cavity for your lungs, your respiratory. Now we need that good health for our immunity function. One of the biggest things that we can do to maintain our immunity and the health of our immunity is to have very efficient lung system. Okay, so working on your upper chest is not just about draining your breast. You know, if you're going through some, post-mastectomy situations, or you're preparing for surgery for your breast, or you have a, something that you are caretaking in the breast tissue, this is actually for the lungs too. Okay, so every gender can benefit from this. All right. Any questions, anyone, before we start? Okay, great. Now, because the lungs are super important, we must activate the lungs, and that's how we're always going to start. So everyone, let's place your hands on your upper belly, right underneath your diaphragm in the soft spot. And here, you're going to sit upright on your chair and take a deep breath and feel your entire cavity, your abdominal cavity, filling up, even up into the upper torso, okay? Let's empty out our breath and begin. Inhale. Hold it. Hold your breath. Hold your breath. And then exhale. I'm going to invite everyone to, when you exhale, let out a little S sound, or it can be like a Sue, like you're saying Sue sound. Hi, Sue. Okay. So everyone, place your hands onto your belly. And this time, at your own pace, everyone, just take a deep breath. And when you get to the very top, pause. Inhale. Pause. 1, 2, 3. And then exhale. When you exhale, imagine that you have a taffy and you're drawing it out very slowly. So the air seeps out very slowly. And now you're going to place your hands like this, knuckles together, pointed fingers, and you're going to place your hand right into that spot. And this time you can take an inhale. Let your hands rise, let the belly rise, let the pressure release. And then on the exhale, gently with the exhalation as your belly softens, just press in a little bit as you're exhaling. And you may feel a little pulse there. That's just your heartbeat pulsing, and that's great. Inhale, release. And then exhale. Good. Now we've activated our lungs and our diaphragm. Next, we're going to place the pressure of your hand is going to be super light, as though you're just going to land your hand right into your skin. It's not a massage, everyone. Okay, it's going to be this very light application of your skin to skin, your hand onto your skin. Okay, now the pressure is going to be really around this area, not the fingertips, but just right on the bulk of your hand right here. Not even on the palm, it's just right here. And I'm going to go to the side, everyone, because your elbows are going to be up high. Let me show you the direction. Direction is you're going to stretch your skin back and then down. And then you're going to release the pressure so that the skin snaps back. So let me show you on my face cheek so you can see the skin snapping back. I just want you guys to see. Okay, so the pressure on your neck, but I'm showing you on my cheek, is back, down, and then the skin snapping back. The reason why this is so important, and you may not have experiences in any other kind of lymphatic, massage, is because the lymphatic vessels, they have a one-way valve, not like our other blood vessels. So when you stretch the skin like that, and it snaps back, it propels the motion of the fluids. Okay, so this is why it's very particular and very effective. All right, so let's all sit straight up, and your hand is going to be positioned like this. Okay, we're going to do it together. Elbows are up. So I'm going to count. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, go down and release. 5, go down and release. 5 times. The section is, well, here's your earlobe. It's just right here along the jugular vein, right here, right underneath your earlobe, this section right here. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does everybody feel that? Okay, now I'm just going to turn my attention towards you guys for this next piece, and then I'm going to just see you do it. So everybody go ahead and do it. 1. Okay, Barbara, you look good. Lynn looks good. Carol. 2. Release. 3. Release. 4. Release. Anita, you look good. 5. Good. Okay. Now, we're only going to do it 3 times in each spot, okay? The second spot along the jugular vein, here was the first spot that we massaged. The second spot is just right underneath. Okay, so here's where we were in the first spot. Now we're just going to simply move the hand down to the middle of our neck. And we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, down, release. 4, down, release. And 5, down, release. It's important you release the skin, okay? Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now the third one, I'm going to watch you guys. 1, let's see, 2, make sure your hands are in the middle of your neck. 3, 4, 5. Good. We did 2 sections, right? Now, the third section is going to be, let me turn my head around so you can see the hairline. So the hairline, the bottom of your hairline is here, and then when you move your hand up, there's a little groove, the occipital groove right here. We're going to place the hands, you're going to open your elbows wide so that your hand is going to be in contact with the lower part of your occipital underneath your hairline. And you're going to do the same thing, but this time it's going to go towards each other, the hand. 1, 2, down, release. 3, towards each other, and then down, and then release. Fingertips towards each other, down, and then release. And 5. Did everybody get that? Yeah, I see everybody's elbows out, so it looks good. Okay, good. Let's do it again. 3 times. 1, 2. Make sure you're breathing. 4 and 5. Good. Release. And third. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. So now we did that also 3 times. Now we're going to drain the lymphatic fluid down the jugular veins into what's called the subclavicle veins. Let's everybody find your collarbone. Here's the collarbone. Then you're just going to go inside over the collarbone, and then there's a hole. There's a divot. You trace your jugular vein, and then over the collarbone, there's a divot. Yeah? Everybody feel that? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to drain into there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could also do it this way and going towards that divot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. So now we've drained the neck. We've opened the passageway for all the other fluids in the body to drain. All right, so let's get to the chest area, the upper chest. Now the upper chest, what we're going to do, for those of you, raise your hand if you are working on something with your breast. Okay, Barbara, you're working. Heidi, okay, good. For those of you, find your unaffected armpit. Okay, that's where you're going to start. You're going to start on the unaffected side first. All right. So I'm not going to tell you guys to start left and right. Everyone's going to pick the side that they're going to start. That's relevant for you. You're going to, if you have a chair, you can just rest your arm. All right, because we're going to go to the unaffected armpit and we're going to stimulate the lymph nodes at first. So I'll show you. So you're just going to massage inside of the armpit. And by the way, what we're doing here by draining the upper chest and the armpit here is actually helping to drain even like shoulder injuries too. You know, you want to drain the fluid from shoulder injuries, any kind of stiffness up here in the upper chest, shoulder area. It's so good. Okay, so you're going to massage in various areas in the armpit. And don't worry about the pressure. Right now, we're just stimulating, we're waking up the lymph nodes. That's it. All right, now the drainage is going to begin. You're going to rest your arm so you don't have to hold your arm up. Okay, we're always going to drain the tissue closest to the armpit first. So even if there's something going on your chest, your breast, we have to drain the tissue close to the armpit first. So let's go here. We're going to go close to the armpit, and just like we did here, you remember how it was back and down and then release? We're going to use the scooping motion. So you're going to scoop the tissue, release. Scoop and release. So here we go. Just move this chair like this so you guys can see better. Okay, so 1, 2. I'm actually releasing 3, release 4, release 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everybody's elbow should be flopping up and down because you want to get that full range of motion. Okay, it's your hand is doing this. It's not your wrist doing this. It's your whole upper arm. You don't want to tire out your hand. Your whole upper arm is working. Good. That's better. Okay, good. So a note is that when you get home and you're in the privacy of your house, you want to be without clothes on. Skin to skin is the best, okay? So when you're laying down, it's the end of the day or beginning of the day, you could just do this in the comfort of your home. And also a little castor oil on your palm, just a tiny bit will create tackiness so that your hands stick better. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that we drain the tissue, opening this passageway close to the armpit, because the armpit is the drainage factory. We're going to come to this upper chest. We're going to break the chest into sections. So let's go to the middle and drain towards the armpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always 3, 4, 5. Now let's keep on inching our way to, now it's the middle. Here's the sternum. So now we're going to go here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to just go from here and drain the entire thing. So now we're going to go back. Okay. So let's start in the middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get closer to the armpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get very close to the armpit and go into the armpit. 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you've drained this entire upper chest into the unaffected armpit. For those ladies or individuals who are working your entire chest, you want to count on this unaffected armpit. Okay, so you're going to continue. Otherwise, for everybody else, you're simply going to do exactly what I just showed you and demonstrated onto the other side. Okay, but let me go ahead and show how to do the entire chest area to the good armpit. Okay, so now we're going to go to the middle of your other chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then keep going. Go across the journey into the good armpit. And here we are once again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the middle of your other chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's do the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And keep going. You're making your way along the journey to the unaffected armpit. Does that make sense, everyone? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now getting to the lateral side of the opposite arm, you're just going to, you can do this with this hand, or you can use the other hand and just move your hand so that you're draining the tissue towards the good side. So you can do it like this. You can continue this motion like we did, if it feels okay on your shoulders, or you can do it this way if you're feel more comfortable doing it this way. And then same thing, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's take a deep breath, everyone. How's everybody doing? Any questions so far? Okay, good. All right. Let's go on to the lower part of your chest. Okay, here's the armpit once again. Let's go to, now we did the upper chest, now we're going to do the lower part. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go to the bottom of the chest. 1, just where the bra line is. 2, 3. Men, you don't have to worry about the bra line. 4, 5. You just go on the lower part of your anatomy. Okay, and then in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like there's a roadblock and we're just draining this area at first. Now that we've drained it and we've paved the way, now we're going to start again in the middle and then go back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right to the armpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How's everybody doing? Barbara, are you getting this? Does it seem familiar? You can put yourself off of mute.
That was all on the unaffected arms so far, correct?
So far, yes. And then
Okay.
also on to the affected side as well.
Okay,
you know
so
how
I want
we
to
went-
get, yeah,
We went all the way across. So eventually you went all the way across, right? We're going to drain all the way across on the lower breast as well.
because I want to get this side, yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so we did this side already. So let's go to the other breast area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're just going to keep working your way back to the unaffected armpit. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then right to the armpit. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go all the way across the entire chest from the opposite side. So again, you can use this hand if your elbows and shoulders feel okay to do it like this, or you can use your other hand to scoop. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then keep going along the whole journey. 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. See if your hands could be more like this, Barbara. Sort of like a windshield wiper.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm wearing my prosthetics, so I
Oh, I see.
have clothes on, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did everybody make their way across the entire chest?
yeah.
Great. So now you know how to do it so that whatever a side that's affected, you can You could move the fluid into the good side. Okay. All right. So let's do some of the upper arm as well. Okay, because
Excuse me, Sola, we
Yeah.
freed up the good arm. We do
Mhm.
that one first, and then we go to the arm that's affected, yes?
No, you don't have to, go underneath the armpit that's affected at all.
Oh, okay.
What we did was we did a detour, everyone, because we have lymph nodes all over our body that are functioning and they are very good to take in excess. So that's why we stimulated the unaffected side so that they can take in the extra load and give the affected lymph nodes a little break. Okay, does that make sense, everyone? Okay. So we are detouring all the fluid to drain into the good side. You have lots and lots of lymph nodes here. The lymph nodes expand into the upper chest. We have a lot of lymph nodes everywhere, everyone. After this class, go to the Google and look up all the lymph nodes in the body. It's vast. It's just vast. And there's, if I looked at the skin, you can see that it's just everywhere around the abdomen, around the organ systems, everywhere. Okay. So this is why wherever it is that's affected, you have other lymph nodes in your body in which you can detour and influence the fluid movement to go towards that direction. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. So now that we cleared the whole upper chest, let's still get on the unaffected side. We're going to drain the upper arm. Okay, because the upper arm also has lots of lymph nodes that can support the chest, breast, and everywhere else. So here's the armpit. We already stimulated the armpit. We're going to get close to the tissue, which is here by the biceps first, right? So here we're going to, again, it's this scooping motion. You're going to do this. So let me go ahead and undo this background so you guys could see better, I think. Okay, here we go. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. So Barbara, you want to go towards the armpit. 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. Now let's go to the middle of our arm and start draining here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Now let's get close to the elbow crease. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're gonna, from the elbow crease, you're gonna go all the way back to the armpit. So let's begin the journey. We're just gonna keep moving, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just go all the way up from the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. And just do a light massage into the armpit, just a light, gentle skin massage. Okay, a sweeping, if you will. All right. So we did the inner arm. Now we're gonna do the back of the arm. In the back of the arm, you're going to do the same thing, But here, because it's the back, your hand position is just gonna be like this. Okay, so that's the hand position. So let's start close to the armpit. So it's here, I'm actually influencing the fluids to go into this armpit. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's go to the middle of the back of the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now close to the armpit, not armpit, but close to the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do a gentle sweep. Just a sweep into the armpit. Sweep into, you could raise your arms up so that the fluids can drain down. Sweep into the armpit. Okay. All right. How's everybody doing? Okay. So, now the other side is going to be similar. Okay, everyone. All right. So everybody ready to do the other side? Let's do the other side. Position, you can reposition yourself so that you have a place to rest your hand. Let's stimulate this armpit. Okay. Just stimulating the armpit. Everywhere, even down below. So this armpit is kind of a vast area. So you just kind of just massage everywhere because there's lymph nodes everywhere. Even if you can't feel the lymph nodes, they're inside, they're deep.
All still on the unaffected arm, correct?
This is your opposite arm.
So
Now, if you have lymphedema,
yes.
and let me just take a pause, everybody, because this is an important question. So if this is your unaffected side, okay, then what you're going to do is you have to clear the chest first to get to the other arm. Because just imagine this is like a road. You have to clear the traffic jam. So you have to clear the upper chest. Then you have this side, right? The affected side. Then what you're going to do is you're just going to do the same thing, the same massage, okay? And you're going to make the journey into the good armpit. Okay? Let me show you guys. I'm going to have to show you guys this technique, all right? Because for those of you who are who've seen that demonstration that I just did, and you don't have affected armpits and everything is fine, then what you do is you do exactly the same thing, but on the other side. So you just massage first, and then you pump here, pump here, pump here. Then you turn around, then you pump here, you do the scooping pump, 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 right? And then you raise your arm and then you just drain. So that's a fast way for those of you who don't have any affected sides, all right? So for those of you who do have affected side, let's do it. So this was the good armpit, right? And we already drained the upper chest. So now you're gonna get the other arm, and you're gonna pump. This is what we're doing, everyone. This is like a pump. It's not like a massage. It's pump, pump, and pump. Now let's go to the bicep, middle of the upper arm, pump, pump, and pump. 3 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here's the elbow crease, and I'm just gonna pump up. Everybody pump towards your armpit. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're gonna pump the back of your arm. You're gonna start here close to the armpit and scoop, 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 scoop. Now we are at the elbow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then everybody just raise your arm and then just brush gently, very light, very like feathery hands, very light into here. But now look what we're doing, guys. Imagine this was affected side. Okay, you still have some lymph nodes, maybe, right? It's okay, they'll collect it. But now what we're going to do is we're going to go across the entire journey to the good armpit where there's a vast amount of lymph nodes. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go across the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going across. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then now you're at the good armpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is going to uptake some of the fluid from the other side all the way to here. Now let's finish it up, everyone, with going back to the neck, because remember, no matter where you're draining, it's going to drain out from here. So let's go back to here. Ready? First position underneath the earlobe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then draining the neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's go to the occipital area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then back to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then drain to the subclavicle veins. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And everyone, place your hand back onto your belly, just like just where we started from, same place. Close your eyes, sit up straight, and we're going to take our time. Super important. Your diaphragm, your lungs, these are all supportive organs for the drainage. Super important. So let's inhale. Pause at the top. 1, 2, 3. And then exhale, small seepage. And inhale. Pause. And exhale. And then turn your hands inward towards the upper part of your belly. Knuckles pressed together. Fingers are straight. Inhale. Expand, expand. And then exhale. Let your fingers sink in gradually with the exhales. You'll feel a pulse there. And what's important too for this drainage is there is what's called the cisternochyli, a big lymphatic organ that's going to get stimulated as you're doing this. Let everything drain out, all your exhalation. And then come back, sitting straight, hand on your belly, one at the belly, one at the heart. And then just bring in the visual of all things that you feel grateful for, all things that are blessings in your life. And send that blessing right into your body. And then begin to open your eyes. All right, everyone. It's nice to see everyone's smiley faces. I hope that wasn't too, like, it didn't seem too complicated. But like I said, don't worry about doing it right. Don't worry about, oh my God, is this, did I have this hand positioning, all this and that. The fact that you have intention, you have a visual, you have a blessing in your body is very powerful. Your vision of how you see yourself and what you want to manifest is very powerful. And that's going to transcend out of your hands. And so your motivation and your will to have faith and belief will transcend out of your hands and into your body. And that's powerful. Hi, Carol. You
Hey,
want to say?
I really did this because I have empedema in the leg. And what do I do with my leg?
Okay. So the leg is going to be a similar thing. You're going to stimulate your inguinal nodes first. Okay, so let me show you guys. Your inguinal lymph nodes are here. You know the crease of your pan, when I squat like this, when you squat, there's a crease here, right?
Right.
So your inguinal lymph nodes are right there. So
Okay.
for you, Carol, you're concerned about the lymphedema on your legs. You are going to massage here at first. You're going to stimulate these lymph nodes.
Okay.
Okay. Then afterwards, what you're going to do. Okay, I'm going to show you guys really quick, but the next class, when I see you guys next year in January, okay, January is going to be our next class, guys. And I'll let the people know what time, because I'm in graduate school, I'm in medical school, so I have to work around my class times, but they will give you guys the schedule for sure, okay, for January. Most likely, I'm going to try to keep it on Mondays at the same time at 10 o'clock, okay? So what you want to do is you want to put one leg on the chair, and we stimulated that lymph node. Same thing, you remember how we did the arm?
Right.
The tissue closest to the lymph node is going to get affected first. Okay, so you're going to take your hands and you're going to do a scooping into that lymph node. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you'll do that sequence 3 times. Then you're going to go to the middle of your leg. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to do that sequence 3 times. Then you're going to get close to your knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 times. Okay. Then afterwards, you're going to gently sweep everything into this lymph node, the good one. If you have this is your unaffected side. Now, if you're working with the other leg, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to work here close to the lymph node, and here section 2, section 3, and then you're going to sweep here. But guess what you're going to do? You're going to bypass the affected lymph node. If you have this irradiated for whatever reason, then you're going to go into that leg. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Thank you.
Great. All right, guys. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. And if you need anything, please don't hesitate to, get a hold of Maddie. And she's really good at having all the supports, material, videos, PDFs. Okay, and her email also. You're on it, Maddie, and she's on the chat. All her information is on the chat, including the video, including the PDF, everything. Okay.
As soon as we're done with this, I'll go ahead and look at the video, and then I'll let everybody know when it's posted. Okay.
Sounds great. Yeah. Okay. The video has my bio, everyone, and just a little tidbit about this modality in particular, where it came from, the books, and so on and so forth. Okay. So you have more information. All right. Thank you. Many blessings.
Thank you so
Happy
much.
Halloween.
Thank
Oh my
you.
goodness. Don't get too scared tonight. Take care, everyone.